Hey, what's up YouTube? Tom here at Birds Blades. So today we're taking a look at this Demko Knives. This is an AD20.5 with the shark lock. This is a clip point with a gray Gravry handle, D2 steel blade that has a DLC finish on it. Break into the box here. So how they pack it is actually kind of cool. Their packaging is kind of a neat packaging I've never really seen anywhere else, and they also pack it with an extra clip, and this is for left-hand carry because this knife is fully ambidextrous, but you can't just swap the clip over because it has this kind of different design, so you need to get a left side carry clip for it. Anyway, to kick it off with some specs, this knife is coming in at $159.99, so just $160. The closed length of this thing is 4.5 inches. The open length from tip to butt is 7.625 inches. The blade length is 3.2 inches. The blade thickness is 0.125 inches, and then this is using a shark lock, which is kind of like this back lock type thing. You pull back and it disengages the lock and blade drops free. Boy, this thing is oiled up really good. Anyway, this is AD20.5. Like I said, it has the clip point blade on it. This is a D2 blade with a diamond light coating finish on it, or a DLC blade coating. These are made in Taiwan. The 20.5s are. The 80/20s are made in America, but the 20.5s are made overseas in Taiwan. This does have the gray Gravry handle scales on it, which are actually pretty nice. They offer a lot of grip. Ergonomics on this thing are a dream. The ergonomics on this knife are really, really good. And to me, I think perfect ergonomics on a knife would be like Spyderco Paramilitary 2. And you can see there's actually some similarities between the two, like how you have the back of the knife here kind of sweep down, does the same thing on the PM2, and then you have like this sort of forward choil area with a secondary choil, and then a big belly. You can see that they sort of resemble one another, and I think the ergonomics on these things are fantastic. The jimping on the spine of the blade here, I think that goes plenty far enough. That's about as far out as I can reach with my thumb unless I get up here. But then you're kind of more up here on the tip of the blade if you're using that as a forward finger choil, which you definitely can, but this is very comfortable back here. You can use the back of the, the shark lock, kind of as like a thumb ramp, where your thumb will just kind of ramp right up on there for like push cuts or stabbing or something. And also, I guess that would only aid in having a stronger lock if you're like holding pressure on that. So it makes sense, like kind of a, I don't know. This lock is fantastic. Super solid lockup. There is zero blade play at all anywhere. This knife is locked up really good. Super easy to manipulate. Just fantastic knife. I don't know, not a lefty, but yeah, easy to operate. Ergonomics are really good. The blade finish with this DLC, this like matte DLC, I actually think looks really good, and that's kind of surprising to me because I am not one for blade finishes. I kind of hate blade finishes, to be honest. But with this knife, it actually kind of works, having like this dark gray handle scales here, and then like your all black hardware, black blade, black pocket clip. Like, it's actually kind of neat. The only thing I do wish is that they had their shark lock and the liners black, but oh, this thing is amazing. It's so fidgety. So fidgety. The only other knife I can think in my collection that is more fidgety than this would be this Jewel Flea or whatever it's called. Winter Pudding. It's kind of like in the style of the Winter Blade Co. Batch 2, or the Winter Blade Co. Factor Batch 2. But you can see here it's not actually a Winter Blade Co. There's no logo. It is an M390 blade. Full titanium scales, full titanium liner, carbon fiber flipper tab thing. That's a super fidgety knife, and this thing is right up there with it. It's so fidgety. I kind of still have to get a hold of this thing, and haven't really played with it at all yet, but fantastic knife. Grind lines on this are like dead even. See if the tip's centered. Tip looks centered. Yeah, no, this thing is... This is an awesome knife for $160 too. I did not pay $160 for this, but even if I did, I'd be happy. This is a fantastic knife. Made in Taiwan. That might be kind of a turnoff to some, but personally, I don't know. There's so many good knives coming out of Taiwan. I mean, look at all the Spydercos. The Taiwanese Spydercos are, like, I would argue some of Spyderco's absolute best knives, and they're coming out of Taiwan. So Taiwan can make a knife. I am going to be looking on the aftermarket, I guess, for micarta scales for this, or titanium scales that have like a little bit of texturing kind of on them, or even I'm not opposed to aluminum. But I kind of want to do like a blacked out build on this, except for have the liners be the same color as like the shark lock and the liners here. So it'd be kind of just black and gray. I think that would look really cool. And then I am going to be looking for a deep carry pocket clip for it as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like, words can't really describe this knife. You have a lanyard hole here. Like, the Grivery scales. You have steel liners in there that have like internal milling just to keep it light, which this knife is extremely light. I don't know the ounces on it. I don't have a scale with me to get the ounces on it, but like, I would compare this to my Spyderco Delica 4. It's a little bit heavier than it, but it's also a little bit bigger. You can see overall just a different knife, but this thing is an awesome knife. It is so cool. You have the nice tight sharp jimping on the lock there. You have nice sharp jimping over here. Super easy to access that shark lock. Blade drops like a guillotine. Stupid smooth. Blade centering on it is perfect. You have nice thumb studs for deployment. You have the little hole for deployment. You have just flick it open using the shark lock. So many ways to deploy this knife. Ergonomics are great. The looks are honestly stunning. You have nice jimping back here on your backspacer. lanyard hole. I don't know if I mentioned that already. But, yeah, Demko Knives AD20.5. This thing is an absolute killer knife. I would 100% recommend you go pick one of these things up. If you can find them on sale for, I don't know, I would say anything under 140, instant buy. Just, these things are fantastic knives. For what you're getting anyway. Like, I know a lot of people don't like D2. Personally, I have nothing against D2 as long as you do D2 right, which I believe Demko does. But by that I mean I have this Walmart deal here, and you can see if it'll focus. Come on. Yeah, you can see that blade. The grain structure in this thing. I mean, you can see how grainy that is. That just makes for a stupid weak blade. But as long as you got nice tight grain structure, good heat treat, D2 is actually a really good steel. It is a tool steel, so it will rust, but personally I like it. I don't know. I think this is an absolutely awesome knife. If you like the video, leave a like, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good one.